everybody. In recent times, one very scary disease that's plaguing West Africa is Ebola. And the question to ask is, what is Ebola virus disease? Ebola is a severe, often fatal illness caused by a virus. It spreads quickly from person to person, kills in a short time, but can be prevented. How is Ebola spread? Ebola is spread through direct physical contact with body fluids like blood, saliva, stool, vomit, sperm, urine, tears, semen, vaginal fluids, and sweat of an infected person. Direct physical contact with materials and other items used by infected person. The use of skin-piercing instruments, example, needles, blades, knives, etc., that have been used by an infected person. Unsterilized injections. Direct physical contact with someone who is sick or has died of Ebola disease. Touching, handling, or eating foods and other foods that have been partly eaten by infected animals such as bats and monkeys. What are the signs and symptoms of Ebola? There's onset of sudden fever, headache, joint and muscle pain, vomiting, sometimes with blood, diarrhea, stomach pains, blood spots in the eyes, blood in cough or stool, bleeding from the nose or other body parts, lack of appetite, rash, difficulty in breathing, and difficulty in swallowing. How can Ebola be prevented? Ebola can be prevented by avoiding direct contact with body fluids of a person showing the signs and symptoms as mentioned earlier. Protect yourself by using gloves, goggles, and masks. Do not shake hands with persons showing signs of Ebola. Avoid contact with body fluids of infected animals and do not touch or handle dead or live animals such as bats, monkeys, antelopes with your bare hands. Wash your hands regularly with soap under clean running water, especially when there are confirmed cases within your community and after visiting public places such as chop bars, restaurants, toilets, urinals, churches, mosques, funeral grounds, etc. Cook all foods very well before eating, especially bushmeat. Persons showing signs of Ebola should be taken immediately to the nearest health facility. Do not touch or handle persons who died of Ebola. Rather, report to the nearest health facility. Report all suspected cases of Ebola to the nearest health facility immediately. Do not touch or use the clothing and other materials used by an infected person. Avoid feasting and long funerals, including communal hand washing during funeral rites. Do not wash your hands in the same bucket or bowls with others. Avoid eating dead animals, especially bats, monkeys, etc. Start practicing personal hygiene in the best way you can. Do not share items such as towels, sponge, handkerchiefs, spoons, drinking cups, or glasses. Do not drink from the same bottled or pure water sachet with other people. Who is at risk of getting Ebola? During an outbreak, those at high risk of infection are family members or others in close contact with infected people, health workers who are directly involved in managing Ebola cases, mourners who have direct contact with the bodies of the deceased as part of the burial ceremonies, those who pick up dead bush animals or eat improperly cooked bushmeat, example monkey, bat, antelope, wild pig, etc. Handlers and sellers of bushmeat, those who touch or eat fruit bats, monkeys, etc. Know the facts. It is important that you protect yourself, family, and community from Ebola by observing the preventive measures mentioned earlier. So remember, early reporting saves lives and prevents the spread of Ebola. This message comes to you from World Education Incorporated and the Ghana Health Service. For more information or help, call 029 900 9949 or 029 9958 or 029-900-9972. Ebola kills. Stop Ebola.